the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Thomas Partey, Peter, has an amazing engine, constantly covering both boxes and both flanks. The perfect player you want sitting in front of your defensive line. You'd be hard-pressed to find players who are any better than him at screening the ball.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Goretzka spread out to the left. Sané. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a cute ball. And it's hoisted clear. Gnabry. Tar. Realm. Sané. Well read, nice interception. And back to the keeper they go. Partey. Seydu, that's a sharp pass. Kimmich. Gross. Adeyemi. Tar. That's been drilled forward. Partey. Kudus. Seydu, nicely aimed pass. And that was very necessary. Seydu, aim forwards. Tar attempts a clearance. That's tidy. Partey. And here's Ayew. Fatawu. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kimmich. Tar. Kimmich. Goretzka. That's really well manoeuvred. Gnabry. Great defending, strong and determined. Seydu. Seydu, gently done. Tar. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Crosses it in. Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's going to go a long way. And it's Goretzka. Gross. Gnabry played out to the left flank. Sané, it's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kimmich looks to the other side. Raul charging forward down that flank. Oh, what a climb! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Germany really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
And here's Kudus. And it's Kudus. Can he finish? Raul. Goretzka. Raul chooses to go cross-field. Adeyemi. Kleindienst. Jiku gets across to intercept that. Fatawu.
Ghana seem ready to just bide their time for the moment. Patience seems to be the operative word.
Semenyo. Great work on the overlap. Now it's Semenyo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kudus. And here's Ayew. And here's Semenyo.
Ghana, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Semenyo! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Ghana really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Adeyemi. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Sané. Sané. It is a corner, good chance. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Goretzka. Sané. He can get that clear. Some good work on the right flank here. He has found the way through.
Jordan Ayew, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Partey. Seydou. Now it's Fatawu. Kimmich. Gross. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Sane providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without complication. Goretzka concedes a free kick for that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Into the channel. Sané. Played in by Sané. Solid goal! Fatau. Now, what about a counter-attack? Jiku. Jiku forwards and with intent. Kudus. That's really well manoeuvred. Semenyo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Semenyo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. Fatawu. This looks promising. And here's Ayew. And that has been clubbed away. Jiku aim forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rudiger. Played towards the other side. Adeyemi. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Gnabry. Goretzka. Kleindienst. Partey with the slide tackle there. Thinks one through. Bullish header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kimmich clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Jiku. Salisu played over towards the opposite flank. Fatawu. And here's Ayew. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Fatawu! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Jordan Ayew certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gross. Goretzka. Gross. Gross shifted upfield. Semenyo gently done. Partey. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Partey. And he's there to clear it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Partey clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Showing good feet. Seydou. Fatawu. And here's Ayew. Moved on forwards. Now it's Gnabry. Nice physical challenge. Kudus. Seydou tries making a foray down the right. Fatawu. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Semenyo. Adeyemi. That's really well manoeuvred. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Gnabry. Sane. Goretzka on a charge down the left. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Played out to the right. Now it's Fatawu. Rudiger cuts it out. Now it's Fatawu. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Fatawu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goretzka. Raum. Kleindienst. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Seydou. Fatawu. Kudus. And it's played forward. Fatawu looking to run onto it. Gnabry. Gnabry tries to thread one through. Seydou cuts out the pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's found a way through. Seydou. Delivers the ball. Climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has been cleared. Semenyo. Kleindienst. Gross. Goretzka. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Raul goes on a run down the left wing. Now here's the delivery. Salisu gets it away. Fatawu. It's a quick ball upfield, calmly anticipates. Goretzka. Adeyemi. Kimmich. Now it's Gross. Adeyemi. Semenyo has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Defending of the desperate variety. Seydu attempts a clearance. Jiku forwards and with intent. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gross. Adeyemi. Kimmich. Gross. Kimmich. And he goes cross-field. Gnabry. In with the challenge. Semenyo. That's a little off target. Adeyemi. And here's Gnabry. He is just caressing the ball. And he's following up. Aim forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Ayew. Semenyo. Oh, that's neat. Strong running down that left flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Seydu gently done. Could be danger here. Raum. And it's Sané. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Raum. Over to the left. And he has been fouled there. Semenyo. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? Partey. Applies the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kimmich. Moved on forwards. Raul. smashing header! Fatawu. And here's the chance to counter. Fatawu. Now it's Ayew. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. Goretzka. Adeyemi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Ayew. Fatawu! Fatawu! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's played forward. Adeyemi. Gross. That's really well manoeuvred. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Sané. Sané. Oh, nice touch. Rao. Rao gets a cross in. Goes for a shot! Oh, can he get onto this? Gnabry. And it's Kimmich. Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. And that's been repelled. And claimed it back swiftly. Nice control. Gross. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries a measured ball. And that has been cleared. Ball is over the line. Goretzka. And here's Gnabry. Gross. That's an imaginative pass. And here comes the corner. Brown goes short. Out towards the flank. Time to deliver. Lovely bit of skill. Now this could be a chance. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Forward it goes. Partey, delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's a good run down the left. Ooh, delicate chip through. Seydu with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
That has been knocked clear. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and a clinical edge.
Germany have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Fatawu. Now it's Fatawu. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Germany can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again. Germany carrying a one-goal lead. Semenyo, Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Gross. Gnabry goes for the shot!
Gnabry just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Partey shifted upfield. Played out wide. It's out for a goal kick. Gross. Rudiger. Goretzka. Raum. Gross. Aim forwards. Semenyo. That's really well manoeuvred. Kudus spread out to the left. And here's Semenyo. Semenyo proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Semenyo. Kudus. The message is clear, none shall pass. Kleindienst proves too strong. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Rudiger. And it's Gross. And he's there to clear it. Gnabry! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, well measured. Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Played into space out wide. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. Moved on forwards. Fatawu. Kudus. And it's Ayew. Seydu, and it's lofted through here. In comes the corner. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Gross. Semenyo. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Raum. And it's Sané. And here's Sané. Raum. And that has been cleared. Germany have got it back and they'll have another go. Semenyo. Aim forwards.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Adeyemi. Receives it in a good position here. Kleindienst flashes it across. Jiku clears it away. Seydu, and it's played forward. Rudiger, forwards and with intent. Gnabry. Now it's Gnabry. Adeyemi. It's anyone's ball now. Here's a shot! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. Jordan Ayew really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. Fatawu. And it's Ayew. Out to the right. He's found some space. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Raum caresses it through. And here's Ayew. Tar aimed forwards. Kimmich. Germany just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Jiku. Salisu chooses to go cross-field. Moved on forwards. Rudiger gets it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Germany leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Fatawu. Seydu. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good ball. Great chance! Sane does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rudiger. Raum. Sane. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Adeyemi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Adeyemi. And header! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Salisu with the clearance. Partey gently done. Ayew probing pass. Tries to get it clear. Semenyo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kudus. Now it's Fatawu. Kimmich makes the interception. Gross. Kimmich. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And the counter is on. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And it's played forward. Gross. And it's Kimmich. Seydu shifted upfield. Semenyo. Kudus.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Moved on forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Semenyo. And here's Semenyo. Gross does really well to win the ball there. Gross, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's played forward. Now it's Semenyo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sane forwards and with intent. And here's Ayew. Now it's Fatawu. Cross goes in there. Nice interception, well timed. Goretzka. Kleindienst. Out to the left it goes. Sane tries to dink it through. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Kudus. And here's Ayew. And Ayew! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Sané. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Rao. Aimed in towards the centre. Salisu tries to clear. And that's been won straight back. Semenyo. Ayew. Now it's Kleindienst. Fatawu. And it's Kudus. Good shot! It's bounced back off the post. Just off target.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Goretzka. Gnabry. Rudiger, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Fatawu. Now it's Ayew. Sané. Now it's Kleindienst. Over to the left. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Short changes him with that pass. Hit into the middle. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Salisu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Goretzka. Gross. And it's Sané. Good play on the left-hand side here. Sané with the cross. Jiku gets good distance on it. Fatawu. Kudus. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Kudus. Kudus! And here's Ayew. Partey. He's got away.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kudus. Goes for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Gross. Rudiger, aim forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lovely feet. There are a few waiting for... And he shoots! It's really well cleared. And it's Goretzka. Takes the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Back into the middle. Ayew. Fatawu. Across it goes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tar. Goretzka. Gnabry. Round. And here's Sané. Now it's Sané. That is lovely. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Jiku shifted upfield.
Germany clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Kimmich. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Lofted upfield.
Ghana really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Kimmich. Adeyemi. Gnabry, played out towards the right wing. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, sweet feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Germany have themselves a chance from the spot. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, being awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge, and they're getting involved. Steady. Kimmich clears it away.
Ghana really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Adeyemi. Muscular approach does pay off here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Semenyo. And that's him. Climbs up big! Brown with the clearance. Fatawu! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Kimmich. That's really well manoeuvred. Gross.
Germany clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Ayew. Played out to the right. Tar is there, and he can get that clear. Gnabry. Oh, super find. He is through here. A heavy challenge. And it's played forward. Adeyemi. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Fatawu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Sane looking to get on the end of this, and he's managed to get free.
Germany surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Partey. And the shot! Oh, that's a waste. Just 5 minutes left. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Tar shifted upfield. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Germany can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Defending of the desperate variety. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Sane looking to run onto it. Rao. It's a promising position. That's good play. Seydu does really well to win the ball there.
Germany really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he's heaved it away. Tar. Adeyemi. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich delivers with whip. Moved on forwards. Kudus.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Picks it up out wide. Chance for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Baumann herring off. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Adeyemi. Played into space out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It's Gross. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He has found the way through. And here's Kudus. Well timed, excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Sané. Sané looking for a runner. That's very neat. Looking for a decent ball in. He's in a good position. There's the shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Cleared away. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he's onto this. Rudiger gets it clear. Seydu have it back and can go again. It's run loose here. And that's that. Germany can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Germany tactically set themselves up in a way that allowed them to show better penetration whenever it was required. They basically got all the fundamentals correct. They were expansive in possession and compact when off it. Doesn't get much better. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play was outstanding too.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.